Hi Aquarius, welcome into a brief next 48-hour tarot reading for you. I do want to thank you so much for joining me for this reading, for your amazing presence. But as well as we proceed, do keep in mind it is general and it's meant to pertain to the following 48-hour period for you, beginning around when you were guided or drawn to this video, not just following when I post it. I'm hearing well spoken, and I feel like it's going to be for the most part, a pretty busy next 2 days, 2 days for you, where they're saying the hustle and the bustle, you're accomplishing a ton, cleaning up, tidying up, feeling quite accomplished, people being impressed, but don't overdo it in certain ways. I want to say when it comes down to one, if not multiple habits that aren't the healthiest or healthy at all. But I felt the need to pull a Divine Animals Oracle card for you. And the first one coming out, Intuition, the cat card. Yeah, I feel like you're coming off being perceived in a very bold, confident, and likable manner, but one who's quite grounded through it all, at least for the most part. Sometimes outside factors, say energy, noise factors, your spirituality even, potentially feeling a bit drained from work, leaving you feeling less grounded than you were previous to that or in general. But I do feel like there are strategies you could be implementing in the next 48 and probably will be being drawn to this reading to reground oneself. You know yourself best, but you don't get the intuition card if you aren't very intuitive, right? And I feel like this is going to be heightened in the next 2 days for you, where you're going to be feeling things quite strongly. At times that can feel a bit overwhelming, but are you trusting your gut feeling, what you're knowing within, what you're intuitively picking up on all the meanwhile? I want to say even surrounding the next 2 days, because I feel like there's a feeling that's going to come over you at a certain point, and this might have already happened, so it could be at multiple points for some, where you're just feeling like things are going to take a turn in the right direction for you. It's like, okay, I can do this now. I can do this now at this point along my path and watch things improve. It's going to look different for everybody drawn to the reading, for each Aquarius, but I do feel like there's you're being viewed as a black cat. Now take that as a compliment. Somebody who has their feisty moments, right? Has their mystery to them, that mystery to them. But I feel like you're very, they're saying stealth. Okay, I'm hearing fierce. They're coming to me with a lot of different descriptive words, but I just feel like there's a swift way about how you get things done in a very mysterious, contagious kind of manner. I hope I put that right. But I also feel like there's a lot of protection in the next 48, okay? You implementing levels of protection for the sake of your energy, your inner peace, right? However that looks for you, but I feel like spiritual protection. I'm getting that from these yellow beams here. And I also did get the spiritual meaning of a triangle coming into play for you. So look that up if you're not aware right off the bat. And there are 3 cats in this imagery, the number 3 spiritually and angel number wise. I know it does talk about spirituality, royalty, okay? Interesting, because I don't think it actually talks about royalty, but the color purple and yellow may come into play. But it does talk about you knowing your worth at this point along your path, okay? But there are certain levels of fear that might be highlighted, even if this isn't obvious to other people. Don't make yourself nervous is what I'm hearing, but certain factors, again, outside of you may make you a bit nervous either way. But I feel like there's thoughts of freedom, okay? Wanting to be out and about roaming. Don't be surprised if in the next 2 days at certain points, or one point in particular, you feel the need to just go on an adventure or just step away from where you're at to feel more free in one, if not multiple ways. Does that make sense? Free of the concern is now what I'm hearing. But I also feel like freedom from something that has been a bit of a burden in your life. And of course, again, that's going to look different for everybody. But I feel like this is going to be very, very beneficial to be separated, or to see whatever that is for you, separated from you, to have that freedom and just to feel on point, okay? To feel more at ease. And I'm hearing less embarrassed for some. I feel the need to pull a Prism Oracle. What else do we have? Okay, flying onto the ground, bear with me. Determination. I intuitively felt that this was going to come out yellow. Okay, yellow card was going to come out. And I feel like there's a focus on you strengthening your intuition at certain points and recognizing when it's actually a spiritual occurrence, awareness coming to be, informing, if you will, and when it's actually your intuition, or a combination of the both. So I feel like there's a sense of a lot of Aquarians drawn to the reading in this heightened time for you in certain ways, gaining more control and awareness on what's what. Okay, how things are coming to be, how things are meant to change moving forward, how skilled you are, and how more so you're going to be moving forward. Okay, how things will change in that sense. But there's a hunger for more. I feel as if you'll want to get more done than you can at times, or you should be. So be realistic and trust your intuition when it comes to that. But I'm getting with the circle there, you're hungry for completion. You're hungry for things to be checked off, for an ending for some, if not multiple. Hungry for more money and more connecting. Why haven't you reached out to that person you've been thinking about? It's not for everybody, but there's a reason. Okay, there's a reason. It might have been a spiritual holding back, right, from reaching out, or it might have been your intuition, or just it didn't feel right, you know. And of course that could be your intuition, but okay, I'm hearing something better might come around the corner for you, or be around the corner. Yeah, it's going to be different for everybody. Rejection, okay? There's going to be thoughts of rejection from the past. You might be fearing rejection, whether it's a career opportunity, it could be in regards to somebody who and what doesn't accept you or chooses to change their mind and not accept you any longer, or push you away, or just ghost you. Or just simply doesn't work out. It's protection. It's meant to be. It's destined. You need to remember that you also are in the driver's seat as far as consciously rejecting who and what's not meant for you. What makes you feel nervous is not for you. Do you fully understand that? Some of us need to remember that, okay? And that goes for situations, not just people. Let's move on to the light seers and see what we get. When you feel guided to pull some tarot, do so. Such clarity coming through when it comes to that, due to that. For Aquarius, we have the Magician card, the Page of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. There's somebody you could potentially be offered by the universe a chance to connect with, and they're not at your level of, I want to say, experience, and I want to say for some maturity, okay? Whether this is because you've matured quicker than people around your age, or the same age as you, or it could just be they're a lot younger. However it works for you, I'm hearing the way they were raised. You're going to need to decipher whether or not that's going to be correct for you. But I also feel like there's new beginnings on the horizon for opportunities to make more money, opportunities to succeed more, to trust your intuition is going to be truly important when it comes to what to take on, what to leave behind, and how to make the best out of and succeed at what you're continuing and beginning. But it feels like all the meanwhile, there's more fulfillment on the horizon. And I really feel like being drawn to this reading, you're about to meet a lot of new people, people who just at times won't feel right for you, so be it. Not everybody's going to. They're saying it's better to have more opportunities than less, right? For the most part. But at times you're going to meet somebody, if not multiple people at once, and it's like, why do I feel so aligned with you? Because this was purposeful, okay? This was a crossing of paths predicted and planned by the universe, by spirit. And it's this feeling that you now have changed so much at this point along your path, you know, up until this point, and are in tune with the type of person, at least partially, that you're meant to become or continue to be moving forward, that you're now meant to meet new people and connect with existing connections on a different level, on different levels. More commonality, okay? I always come up with this example. It always comes to mind, say, you're very spiritual at this point along your path. Reminds me of me, and I have Aquarius in my chart. Now it's time for you to meet more spiritual people. Okay, and this may even remind you of why certain things didn't work out, certain connection situations, why you made one, if not multiple, important changes in your life. Okay, reminds me of me moving here to Florida, where spirituality is more welcomed, more common. Okay, it's not really as looked at as different, okay, I would say, in comparison to when I lived in Massachusetts. Anyways, the Magician and the Seven of Wands, because I feel like you're manifesting like crazy. You might want to watch the daily reading I just did, but I feel like this is you manifesting a lot coming towards you. New opportunities, more success, more doors opening for you, even chances to reconcile, to give a rebirth, see that come to be, a new beginning within a past situation. But is this right for you? Okay. Be careful about bringing past people back into your situation who you intuitively felt the need to, or just saw the separation come to be. Okay. This might be, again, that person you haven't reached out to. But it feels like things are aligning for you, a very Four of Wands vibe, reasons to celebrate moving forward. But again, going back to those yellow lines, almost creating a triangle, they're saying beams. Again, that protective vibe. It feels like you need to protect your inner peace first and foremost, energy second, and your well-being after that. Needing to take care of yourself more so, being of true importance so that you can feel good, you can feel on top of things, right? Producing and developing, creating, bonding to the best of your ability, but with a sense of ease all the meanwhile. To feel one with the earth is what I'm getting. Very interesting. And to feel free from the weight of not feeling your best, okay? Say you haven't been committed to your workout routine or routines as much as you once were. You may just simply be reminded of needing to pick that back up or implement it more so, or how you felt when you were doing it more so. It's going to be skincare routine. It could be literally anything for you, okay? I'm hearing jump rope. That's very specific, and obviously not for everybody. The Page of Swords, the Emperor, and the Ten of Pentacles, they're saying there's a very mature and focused, again, balanced way about your energy and how you're getting things done and wanting to be mature and responsible all the meanwhile. But then Spirit's saying, well, what about your inner child? Through the acts of getting in touch with your higher self, you may just then realize or remember your inner child needs to be put to use, but better worded, needs to come out to play, okay? To have things feel lighter, to enjoy yourself more, to heal even through it, okay? They're showing me a swing set. So that could be literal for you, or it could just be talking about you needing to have fun in certain ways. And the Ten of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Emperor once again, because I really feel like there's financial freedom on the horizon for you. But I do love that we have a child sort of having fun in a very youthful way, tying into what we were just speaking upon. But again, I feel like this is really your energy. Bold and serious, confident all the meanwhile, and just wanting to buckle down and get things done, potentially even catch up. But all the meanwhile needing to recognize that, that you are a source of clarity for others. Okay, it's very random, transition. It feels like you're gaining certain downloads, clarity, ideas, creative ones even. And this may be put to use to help other people. It reminds me of my readings, but it feels like the light bulb is going to be going off in your Aquarian mind, left and right, in the next 48. It's a very powerful time for you where you will get a lot done, a lot of determination once again, and you shining like a star, but more so like the sun. You might have Leo in your chart, but I feel like it's a very progressive time for you where Spirit's saying, there's so much more on the horizon that's aligned with you once again, but that's going to help you succeed more, that's going to feel more fulfilling, and you deserve this after I feel like several disappointments, beginnings and endings, a lot of loss, I want to say, but it's not to be focused upon per se, but to look forward to, okay? To allow for yourself to recognize the best has yet to come, and things are going to feel so bright, busy, and successful for you moving forward once again, all right? So if this is truly helpful, sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your next 48, and I'll definitely see you next time.